Good evening and welcome to blogtv.sg. Tonight we deal with courtier. And
it's all about online vigilantes.
All online vigilantes, what they do and how they do it. Our guests tonight, two of them wish to remain anonymous.
And so we decided to give them our own names.
We have Bobby and Bobette.
And we do have a lawyer who goes by the real name of Fu Chuming.
Good evening and
here.
Thank you very much for joining us on the show. Now, Bobby and Bobette are known as basically Dolly's Gone Wild.
Hi, we're the Dolly's Gone Wild.
Have your mom ever told you not to talk to strangers online? We will change the lives of little girls out there.
You guys go on to random chat rooms, basically, get into conversations, and then post them up on your site. Why do you do that?
Okay, basically what happened is, a very, very long time ago, when we were both in secondary school, one of our friends actually went to meet up with one of these guys. And what happened was, they chat for a very long time, and when they finally met in real life, what happened is, the guy actually told her to go to a shopping center near his place. There was a coffee shop nearby, so basically she was meeting him there. He told her to meet her there, and he actually told her, oh, I forgot to take my wallet, and I'm going to go up and get my wallet. So asked her to go up to his place to get the wallet together with him. And when she went there, she found out that the place was empty and she was the only one there.
Right.
So what happened is he tried to be funny with her, and luckily she managed to stop him in time, but after that she was pretty shaken up by the event.
Oh, she should be. She should be. That must have been a terrible experience.
So what's your website all about? It's basically, it takes excerpts of online chats and you expose the guys who try to pick up girls. Is that what it's all about?
Yeah. When we go online, we don't put on very provocative kind of nicknames. We put on usual nicknames like Melissa, anything common. Because if you put on provocative nicknames, you're obviously trying to do something funny with them, right?
Right.
So what we do is we just go on as maybe Melissa or Stephanie, and then what happens is we'll wait for them to click on us. We won't click on any of them, they'll click on us. So most of them, there are some of them who are really weird. They just straight away give us like 150, do you want to meet us to have sex?
150 as in that's a price?
Yeah, that's a price.
They go on with nicknames and you expose these guys, but they go under nicknames. So
as well, so how effective is it?
We're hoping to achieve that, you know, if we expose them, as in like shame them in public, hopefully it will curb this kind of events from happening, and also to show people that these are the kind of people that actually are appearing on the streets that are, you know, normal people, but they're actually like doing these kind of sneaky things behind like closed doors kind of thing.
Chia-Ming, where do we stand legally with this? With these guys going out on a chat room and going, hey, $150, you want to have sex?
Well, basically, people are free under the law to engage one another in social discourse. Well, for the purposes of soliciting intercourse, I guess. It's social intercourse in a literal sense. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah.
But here are two ladies who go into a chat room with the specific intention of uncovering these men. Where does the law step in? Where does it sounds to me like entrapment. I don't know.
Yes,
that's what it sounds to me like.
Yes.
So
well, the law in Singapore is rather free, or if that's not the correct word, liberal on entrapment as such. But one must be careful in analyzing what is actually happening. Okay, what has happened is that you are chatting with people. These are just conversations, even though it is online in written form. Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with it as such. Legally speaking, okay, what they are actually so-called offering in inverted commas is the prospect of prostitution. Right. However, that is legal in Singapore. So there's nothing wrong with it.
There is this website, let me show this to you. It's an American website. and it goes by the name of Perverted Justice. Basically, the creators of this website, they're working with
They emailed us as well.
Oh.
They emailed you?
Yeah, they emailed us and said, good job.
Really? Yeah?
Wow.
Did they ask for any material?
And they asked us whether we're going to take it up a higher notch.
Really?
Yeah.
That's because they've taken it up one more notch. They've paired up with a TV network. They have a series that's out. It's called To Catch a Predator, and the entire program is based on pretty much like the Dolly's Gone Wild, the online chats. They have footage of the guys showing up, guys who have accepted the invitation, and yeah, wow, they emailed you. What do you know?
Would you take it that one step further now?
We actually had an email from Aware, the female organization.
Okay, I tell you what, I'm glad you brought up Aware.
Let's make that phone call.
We're going to make a 3G phone call to Hamin, who is a center manager for Aware.
Evening, FD.
Center manager for Aware, right?
That's right.
Okay, we've got the girls from Dolly's Gone Wild with us. They've gone out and they go into chat rooms and they try to expose men who get into these chat rooms for sex, basically, and usually with underage girls. What do you think of what these girls are doing?
I definitely think that their hearts are in the right places, but I would caution against it because I think what they're trying to do is kind of like law enforcement, and I think that there are several repercussions to this, and I think that the law needs to be enforced by people who are qualified to enforce them.
We've heard from a lawyer who's with us that the law here, for want of a better word, is pretty liberal when it comes to this. So aren't the girls at least trying to do something right?
That's fair enough, but then that means that what we should try to do is to change things at policy level, and then let the law enforcement professionals enforce it, right? Because the persecution of someone, at the end of the day, needs to follow the due process of the law. You know, there are things that could go terribly wrong if we try to do that. For one, you know, because it's based on flimsy evidence, right? You know, there could be a cases of mistaken identity. Right, and a damage that you do to someone because of this is irrevocable.
You've heard what Hamin has to say and the problems that you may run into. What do you think of that?
For us, when we put this blog on, right, we actually wanted it to be not so much of a government campaign because, you know, teenagers, they get bored easily. Their attention span is really short, and we thought of doing something where we have a little bit of humor so that it'll keep them wanting for more, and they'll introduce it to their friends that, you know, hey, there's something funny that's actually happening, rather than, you know, this blog is just giving advice. It's so normal. It's like any magazine column, you know.
Stay with us on blogtv.sg. When we come back, we'll take a different angle.